Itadori now has one of the strongest techniques in Jujutsu Kaisen. This technique has even forced Sukuna to throw up one of his fingers. So in this video, I am going to explain how this ability works and how this new technique will help Itadori defeat Sukuna. Shrine is one of the most powerful techniques in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen. There has been only one person who has been able to use this technique since the start of the series, and that is none other than Ryomen Sukuna, the King of Curses. But now somehow, Yuji Itadori has been able to awaken it. However, his shrine is a bit different than Sukuna's, which is why he was able to weaken Sukuna through something called soul dismantling. Now, is this technique that powerful? Yes, because this is one of the reasons why Sukuna has been unbeatable in the story, and there is only one other curse technique that has been able to match or even arguably say that it is better than Shrine, which is Gojo's Limitless. Both of these techniques are surely very powerful, and for Yuji to get on these powerful techniques just shows how dangerous and important he is going to be in future battles. Yuji first awakened Shrine when he landed the Black Flash on Sukuna, and because of that awakening, he was able to tap into his hidden powers. Also, Gojo predicted in chapter 12 that Yuji would be able to gain access to some of Sukuna's powers, which is exactly what happened. But why is Yuji's version of using this technique different from Sukuna's? When using Dismantle, Sukuna doesn't have precise control over where the slashes will hit. However, Yuji's use of this technique is much safer and more discreet. To use this technique, Yuji has to touch any surface and cut his targets with scissors in a much safer manner. Before this, Yuji had only used this technique once, but even though it was a big awakening for their main character, it was quite unutilized. But everyone knew that at some point in the story, Yuji would fight Sukuna again and use this technique, which is what happened in chapter 263. The main reason why Yuji's technique was safer than Sukuna was because of the binding vow. Previously, Sukuna had used multiple binding vows, to the point that many people were frustrated with him for overusing this skill to escape every troubled situation, which was kind of getting boring. So it was good to see some other character was aware of the binding vows and made use of that skill, especially if that character is the main protagonist of the series. According to Sukuna, Itadori has made a binding vow that makes his strikes more effective at tearing out Sukuna's soul from Megumi's body. Although we do not yet know what sacrifice he has made for this binding vow, the thing we know for sure is that Yuji is capable of hitting Sukuna's soul due to his soul capturing technique. Now, it is not a big surprise that Yuji is able to punch the souls of his opponents and damage them from inside, because we have seen this clearly, and it has been explained that he was able to do that. However, now, Yuji has given a unique and new twist to his soul-damaging ability, as he has incorporated Dismantle into it. Yuji's soul dismantling is one of the most dangerous techniques we have seen in recent years, and I think it is certainly the best technique in Yuji's arsenal. As put forth by Sukuna himself, this technique allows Yuji to selectively choose his targets and hit them. This makes it somewhat different from Sukuna's own Dismantle, where he randomly fires everywhere, destroying every single object in his path. Now, Yuji can selectively choose his targets and avoid injuring anyone he doesn't want to, and he can cut what he wants to, which is way safer than Sukuna's shrine. The fact that he can hit Dismantle on abstract things, such as souls and spaces between them, without even injuring Sukuna's body from the outside, means that his version of Dismantle is much more advanced and can deal damage that isn't even visible to the eye. This makes the soul dismantle one of Yuji's strongest techniques and, of course, overall, one of the most effective powers in JJK as a whole. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next video.